Hey guys, welcome to Red Jewel Art. I'm Jewel and I am going to do a cloud technique done with lots of negative space. So this is my base paint. It is BERH satin enamel in ultra white, and I find this at Home Depot. If anybody knows where else you can find it, go ahead and comment and link. Then let me show you. So this is my base paint and it's done super thin. And I add flotrol, Liquitex pouring medium, but it is just like a really good squirt. That's it. And then water. And I thin it out until it just goes right back into itself. Then for my paints, I have Prussian blue by Liquitex Basics, and in that I mixed Golden's Paynes gray and a little bit of Amsterdam's black, just a tiny bit. I just wanted to darken it up, and that's right here. And my paints just go right back into itself. There's no mound. Then I have Amsterdam's permanent red hue. I have Amsterdam's light rose. I have Amsterdam's ultramarine violet. And I have Amsterdam's Naples yellow green. This is more, I'm just going to drop my paint, throw it down anywhere. This is more of what I'm going to put behind. I'm going to lay it down first as like a shadowing look. So this won't be really mixed in as much, because we all know that purple and yellow make brown. All right. So what I'm going to do now is get you down to the canvas and we will get painting. All right. I'm going to show you how I mix my paint. So let me get me a stick. So I've got a sheet hanging behind me, if you guys didn't know, because I am in my basement doing this. My husband works upstairs on the phones, and so this is the only place I can retreat to paint if I'm going to speak and not do a voiceover. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am putting in a squirt of pouring medium, Liquitex pouring medium. Then I'm going to get the flotrol, and it's American flotrol. And I'm just going to add, I don't know, what is that, about an ounce? And that was just a little squirt, little dollop of paint that I had put in there. So I like to mix it first, mix it really good before I start adding my water. So flotrol is a conditioner, and the pouring medium is more of a binder. Now I do use GAC 800, but I remembered that I couldn't find it for a long time, and so I didn't use it, and I had really good results. I'm not saying you should not use it because it is best to use it, but I had ran out and I thought I am going to try it again without and see what I have. So this is a little experiment to see if I do okay without it. Michael's does not carry it where I'm at, and so I have a hard time finding it unless I order it online. So I'm just adding a tiny bit of water at a time. That is all of my water in that one. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's still leaving just the tiniest bit of a mound. So I am going to add just a tiny bit more water. All right, can you guys see that? Okay, so this is a painting that I did a long time ago. I'm not happy with it, so I decided I would do this painting over it. It is a 20 by 20 canvas. It's not a gallery wrapped, unfortunately. So I'm going to lay down my base. And it's good to put down some paint before. I usually just take, what is it called? Artist Loft's Flow acrylic, and I just paint it on my canvas, and it just helps it so it will stick and slide around instead of wanting to roll over itself. Okay. No, I didn't put my gloves on. It's all right. Looks like I need a little bit more. This I absolutely love. You can get it on Amazon. I will link it in my descriptions. It is amazing. Okay, let me grab my towel. And then I'm going to just tip it to make sure I don't have too much paint on here. Because you don't want too much. All right. And also when you're doing this, you don't have to worry about your sides too much because you're going to be tilting it and you'll tilt off over the sides. All right, first thing I'm going to do is like I said, I like to put that Naples yellow green down first as almost like a shadow. And this sells up amazing. And the Prussian blue. And what I like to try to do is just make a little puddles in a somewhat of a design. I don't want a ton of this. I don't want it to overpower. This is that Amethyst by Deco Art. Ultramarine violet. And the light rose. And now I'm going to put down a little bit of the Prussian blue again. Alright, let me actually get my gloves on. I belong to a Facebook group that really encouraged me to do YouTube. So I thought, okay, I'll go ahead and try it. We need to pause for just a second. I cannot find my torch. Alright. I'm just gonna pop all those air bubbles. And now stretch out that paint. Let me turn it around so you guys can watch. I still ended up with a blue painting, but it's really pretty. I like these colors. You want this to be real thin. I want to bring it back. Go this way now. And I also like to do this pretty quick. So sorry if you guys can't see. I want to hurry and get this down because your clouds start forming. And if you're not quick, then you do what I did over here, and I've kind of made them not shaped around anymore, just formed them, whatever. Bring it back. I'm not sure what I want to do here. I think I'm gonna So what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of bringing it back to the middle. As you can see, when you stretch it, it causes all these clouds. Yep. Glue on my hands. Now I'm just fixing where I was touching the canvas. Stretch all that out. or don't stretch it out. Fill all that in, cover all the spots that need to be covered. All right, here's where we start to have fun. Now, not like this hasn't been fun already. Let's see, use this one. So now I just grab a palette knife and I start to bring parts out that I want, and I always wipe my palette knife first, because you'll put white back in that spot. And you can see all the clouds for me, and there's no satin enamel on this except for the base, which is a BEHR satin enamel. Crap. There we go. All right. Now, I'm going to take this Amsterdam. This Amsterdam does not have satin enamel in it, but it works like it does. I don't know why. And it's obviously it's got to be this, that it's Amsterdam. But it kind of does that. If you've ever watched Sarah Taylor, she does this cloud over technique using the satin enamels. And that will actually kind of sink, but it's causing like this kind of a cloudy look. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. So now I'm going to take the light rose, just going to throw it on there. And this is how you can add colors that you want to into your painting. Alright, so I was speeding this up so because this part takes about an hour for me to do all the little touches I'm doing. But I wanted to explain that you'll see that I take a little pipette, and what I'm doing is I'm sucking up just the excess paint so that the clouds can come up through. When there's too much paint there, it won't let it happen. So that's what I'm doing right there. I'm just sucking up that paint, and then I can add paint on top of it and let those little pearls come up. All right, just sit back and watch, and I'll be back at the end. Alright, here's the final results. That's that last area. I was just kind of playing, giving it something fun to look at. You can see all the clouds that have popped up, the pearls. This is the area that I was playing in, and I didn't really, I don't know, I didn't know if I liked it, so what I did is I took the palette knife and I kind of swiped it, and I caused those pearls to pop up. So that was kind of fun. And there we have it. Guys, thanks for joining me in my basement. Sorry about the crazy hair. Just stick it out. I appreciate you guys being here so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe and help me out, comment. Let me know if there's any questions you have. I am more than happy to help with anything that you guys need. And I take advice too. I love it. So thank you guys so much. Joy, love, peace, and all.